I think this might be the first time I've started off a car review sitting in the back with a cup of tea. In 1995, the huge car manufacturer Toyota decided to release this vehicle onto the world. It was their idea of a van with luxury. It's not exactly what you would call a big van, but you don't need a big van to make a big car. And that's what it is. It's an MPV, it's a multi-purpose vehicle. The colour scheme, if you squint, it looks like some sort of luxury chocolate wrapped up with a blue stripe down the side. It is based on the Hi-Ace van, also made by Toyota, but it is more than just a van. It is full of luxuries like an electric door for when doors get too heavy. It's not particularly wide and it's not particularly long, but then it doesn't really need to be because it's got a very short bonnet on it. There's bags of space in the back. It's also not exactly exciting to look at, but then again it doesn't need to be because the most exciting part is on the inside. When we come in here and we can see this huge sunroof and the electric curtains and the captain's seats, the colossal amount of legroom, and your passenger can be facing the other way so you can have a conversation without straining your neck. That also means that the 3 seats in the back you have huge amounts of legroom with, unless you're sat in the middle where we have this thing. There might be a bit of leg crossing, but it's easier than leg rubbing. It is designed to carry a couple more people than what you would normally do in an ordinary car, but with quite a bit more luxury. Luxury, the word we should be avoiding using in this particular vehicle because it just doesn't look that way on the outside. But velour is luxury. Sliding seats are luxury. Picnic tables are luxury. It doesn't have leather, but it has really nice feeling bits everywhere, just like the lady you will be taking on a day trip with. Cup holders, ashtrays, electric curtains, separate heater controls, huge sunroof and lots of light probably from this if it's working. Oh, it is. Oh gosh, that's just like being in a hospital bed, but more comfortable and less daunting. I don't know what that's for. Around the back we have 2 sets of parking sensors. The traditional ones at the bottom that don't work, and this mirror here that does work, which you can see from the rear view mirror and see exactly how close you are to things. That wasn't its original design idea. To the best of my knowledge, this mirror was placed there to stop you from backing over children and animals, because you should be able to see them, whereas otherwise you wouldn't. And if your parking sensors don't work, you'll just run animals and children over everywhere you go, as long as you're going, people manage to do it going forwards. Why not do it backwards as well? It has a tow bar. It has an exhaust that looks like someone's been chewing on it. And the fog lamp is a dead giveaway of this being a Japanese import. It has the same boot as the Hi-Ace as well, which is a huge heavy thing, but the boot's taken up with seats. How tall did they think that people were going to be using this? Because this is definitely something to clonk your bonds on. Even with the seats as far back as they will go, you still have a bit of boot there. A bit of boot. Bigger than you'll get in a small car, and wider. Being as this vehicle is 28 or 29 years old, I'm a little bit reluctant to try out some of the electrics, just in case it's that moment where they decide to stop working. Why do you need the curtains to be electrically operated anyway? I bet the average person who bought one of these didn't have electrically operated curtains at home. The glass on this side folds out, so does that one. Though I didn't try it and I didn't ask whether they're safe to use, so I'm not going to. You'll just have to trust me that that's what they do. There's a switch on the dashboard to operate the doors for you, like you're running a taxi service for hen nights and stag do's And for anyone else who's so drunk that they cannot operate a door until the morning, this is a 3-litre turbo diesel with 4-wheel drive. It really does do everything, doesn't it? Is there anything it can't do? Well, I'd imagine it's not very quick and it's not very economical. And if it goes wrong, it's probably very expensive to fix because you're going to struggle to find the parts anywhere. If you have the key in the ignition, it will of course bong and tell you about it. There is no manual gear lever down here. Instead, we have this great stalk, which is operated by putting your foot on the brake pedal to change through the automatic gearbox. It's full of cubby holes and cup holders and a dinosaur, which I definitely approve of. And the build quality is very, very nice indeed. It's also full of switches everywhere. Oh, look, traction control. Power electric, norm or not norm. Climate control, probably aftermarket. And then down here we have electric power fold mirrors. Yeah, I've got a feeling that you need the engine running in order to be able to operate the rear door, which you can do with a switch that's just down here. It's not doing anything and I don't want to press it any harder. Listen. It has a viscous fan. All of the rear windows are fitted with privacy glass, but the curtains that wrap all the way around, including right the way across there as well, means that you have complete privacy for when you want to sleep in it. I'm going to take it for a drive. Forgot my phone. Because this is a 90s JDM product, you can bet it's going to be reliable and you can bet it's going to be easy to drive as well. It's not too wide, so it's rather easy to place on the road, and being that little bit higher up means that you can see some of the obstacles that other time you wouldn't. However, this windscreen is a bit of a distraction because it's got a big scratch on it. They're like a scuff in the middle where it's like just driving with your reading glasses on. You absolutely would not expect this to be an exciting drive, and that's a good thing because it isn't. But it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it, and the indicator stalks are on the wrong side. So the assumption is you'll keep switching your wipers on when you're trying to go around corners, but for some reason I just got it right first time. Expecting to get in my own car now and start scraping away on a dry screen. You should never find yourself confused driving a vehicle like this because after all it's an automatic. It's got light power steering. It's got good visibility. So what more do you need? What more can I say? Traditionally, I do my car reviews without any information, just so I can look at it and tell you what I think. But there isn't any information on this one anyway. I would love a camper van, but this is more of a day van, isn't it? It's not really big enough to be considered a camper van. And also it doesn't have a toilet either. Whereas the majority of vans of this kind of size for this recreational purpose are going to be VW. This is it's not quite as nice looking. It probably doesn't drive as well, but it's going to be just as well put together, and it's going to be a lot more rare. And rarity is one of those things I put real value on. I mean, clearly not everybody else does. That's why they're happy to drive around in vehicles that everybody else has as well. My first impression whilst driving this was nothing. I wasn't really thinking anything. Just got in it and started driving because it's easy to do. But now I've driven about 4 miles in it, I'm already starting to really warm to it. I don't know why. I mean, because if I saw it driving down the road, I'd just assume that it was a minicab. The kind of vehicle that gets used as a minicab spoils that vehicle for everybody. You can't have a Toyota Prius without it having that image about it. And you cannot really have one of these without it having that image about it. I don't want to talk about performance or handling or how nimble it is or even how good the suspension is, because it's kind of irrelevant. As long as it's comfortable enough, then that should really be it. You wouldn't review a chocolate bar and mention how easy it is to clean off your teeth afterwards. Goes a bit better than I was expecting it to do. I mean, it's not fast, but it just picks up and just goes. It was very rough sound, very agricultural. But then that's what diesels used to be. Until they started to make them smooth and quiet and unreliable. From the perspective of driving, it doesn't really do much for me. But I bet if I go home and pick up my ladies, I bet they'll really enjoy it. So maybe that's what I should do. Do you want some sort of conclusion for this? The conclusion would be maybe a little bit better if it wasn't for the diff starting to overheat on the way up Blackstone Edge there, creating quite a smell. So now I just want to get it back before anything goes wrong on it. Otherwise, great. If only I could stand up straight in here. Oh, hang on, I can.
Papa, can you please ask how we can work on that? Because even Wilma could sit on these back seats. Well, we could put her bed there and she could be there. Yeah, we could put like a small bed this over.
Would you like that?
Yeah, and we can move this and put it there. Please, it'd be so fun. I want to keep it.
You can't keep it.
I want to.
It's not mine to keep.
Yeah, but can I ask if you could borrow it sometime?
Yeah.
Yay! I wish we could take it like to Wales.
Designed by Tako Ishigawa. I've just read that. This vehicle belongs to a friend of mine called Carl. Fix It Carl. It is based on the Hilux, not the Hilux. Not the Hiab. The Hi-Ace. No, hang on.